What is up, y'all? Welcome back to another video. And in this video, we have some Lions news to discuss. Finally, we got some news, but maybe it's not, the most exciting news. Let's get it started. All right, everyone. So the Detroit Lions reportedly decided today to decline Jarrad Davis's fifth-year option. Yep, that's right. They declined that fifth-year option. A few days ago, Bob Quinn was asked, if he had made a decision on it or not yet, and he said he didn't. And today, they basically made the decision according to Ian Rappaport. So that's kind of crazy, right? The Detroit Lions are declining Jarrad Davis's fifth-year option, which honestly, if you've seen, what's happening to all these players drafted before 2018, I wouldn't say I'm shocked. But Jarrad Davis just doesn't seem like a guy that, they would move on from. But yeah, they moved on from. Now, what's weird about Jarrad Davis, we were actually, before the draft stuff talking about, hey, could we potentially, put him in the trade? And then there was trade rumors about him. And then the trade rumors came back and they said they were false. So I felt like, okay, they're not going to move Jarrad Davis, right? Jarrad Davis is that guy. Now it's perfect situation with Jamie Collins. He can learn a little bit. He's finally got a mentor at the linebacker position. Maybe he can learn a little bit and he can be, our guy in the next couple of years. He was a first-round pick for a reason out of Florida. But at the same time, the real problem with all these players is that anybody drafted before 2018 under Bob Quinn, the 2016 and 17 draft, it's hard, depending on your position, to kind of schematically fit in what Matt Patricia does now just because of your skill set. Jarrad Davis has a different skill set than necessarily what he's looking for, than what Matt Patricia is looking for now, and that's the big problem. That's the problem with A'Shawn Robinson. Well, I think A'Shawn just didn't pan out that well, but then also that's the problem with guys like Teez Tabor. So, again, some guys didn't play very well, and I think you could say that maybe Jarrad Davis underperformed. But if you're in the wrong scheme, that can happen. So it's super unfortunate. But yeah, 2 years after they were drafted, they got a new head coach. So, at the time they were drafting for Jim Caldwell's defense, it's wild. I was not really expecting them to decline this option. I thought, with the mentor and, how much Matt Patricia seemed to like Jarrad Davis, I thought he wouldn't go anywhere. The problem is he's kind of losing a position with the Detroit Lions. I'm going to be real here. With the Detroit Lions base defense, he's kind of losing out on a position unless he comes to basically an edge rusher role, and that's something that we discussed, and I'm sure the Lions tried it out in practice or something. They've had to try this out. I mean, there's no way you would be blind not to try putting him in a pass rusher position, basically at the edge rusher position, kind of like the Jack role, at least before, right? Or when you moved on from Devon Kennard, but now, again, his role's kind of gone, unless he can play on the line, which I don't think he's big enough for that. His role's kind of gone, or at least he's going to be a backup at this point, and the problem is that you got a lot of younger guys who are never really going to give up that spot, unless it's Jamie Collins, because he's an interior linebacker. I think Jamie Collins plays in the inside this season. He plays with Jelani Tavai as the two starters. And I think our Jack role is Julian Okwara. And because of that, he's kind of losing that starting position, right? He's starting to lose that job. And he wouldn't be at his, normal self. His normal self is playing the inside linebacker, blitzing from there, making plays from there, being a run stopper. But if he's not playing there, he's definitely not, not playing at the comfortable position. So I'm sure he just wasn't comfortable there. And that's something that they decided, okay, now we got to move on from him. So I'm kind of surprised they didn't try to trade him. I'm going to be honest here, unless they did try to trade him, the rumors were true, and then they declined him because nothing came back. But, yeah, I mean, Jarrad Davis is not going to be lying, which is kind of hard, it's kind of heart aching because Jarrad Davis was really cool, man. Jarrad Davis is, he plays super hard. He plays very, very hard. So, I'm hoping he goes out this season and balls out, and just kind of shows everybody what they're missing on, because Davis is a fun player to watch. This dude works hard. He runs. Oh my gosh, this guy's fun to watch. Just a little out of control sometimes. He's had some really good years, but you think, his best year, 2017, was with Jim Caldwell. So it's kind of understandable why he's not going to make that on a team anymore, which is, again, super unfortunate. I think the Lions do have guys to replace him. Again, Jamie Collins on a 2-year deal. They have Jelani Tavai. Brought in Reggie Ragland, which I actually think that possibly could be, the next Jarrad Davis and fill in some of that role. Or when Jamie Collins leaves, that could be Reggie Ragland, right? Because this guy was also a former top pick out of Alabama. So, yeah, it's tough. I just want to give you guys this news really quickly. What do you guys think about it? Size-wise, if you look at size, he's just like 1 inch shorter than the other linebackers, but I think it's just a skill set that he was drafted for, and the position that he was drafted for is just different than what it was with Jim Caldwell. And now it's kind of hard to find a position for him. I can see why they're moving on from him. It's just super unfortunate that we got to move on from another top pick. So let me hear your thoughts, comments below. Thank you, Pride, for watching, and I'm out.